Welcome back, and let's quickly talk today about the ADC stuff, everyday carry, and I have a lot of EDC knives, and I use some of them more or less. And for a couple of the knives recently, I purchased different titanium pocket clips. For those two knives, and if you do know about those knives, you may recognize them. This one's Benchmade 531. It's like a predecessor to very popular nowadays bug out. It's one of the really light knives which I take for small, I don't know, small walks, because and as bug out it's really light and super easy to use. I have as you see, small lanyard for this, but I used to have regular Benchmade clip on this one, also deep carry, but I said I want to try the titanium one. But the main reason I bought those both clips, I was looking for something better for this knife. And again, if you do know what it is, it's great. If you don't, this knife is called ZT0055. But in reality, that's not just ZT something. That's collaboration with Brazilian knife maker, knife designer Gustavo Ticini. So that's what it says, GTC design. And as you see, that's one of the first. I think it's one of the first production runs for this knife. They then had similar one with the black and a different steel and so on. So mine you see is serial number 4024. It's a great knife, very futuristic looking knife, and it, again, sometimes when I feel like I want a larger knife in my pocket, I would take this knife. But this knife comes with a very simple titanium clip, which is not deep carry, gray one, and those company MXG gear, they had deep carry titanium blue clip for this knife, and it kind of matches the other blue accents on this knife. For example, blue back spacer, and as you see, I made a lanyard with titanium blue and gray beads in this. So this kind of what I was looking for, and I'm quite happy with results. So now I have a deep carry pocket clip for this knife. This one was deep carry pocket clip, but let's talk about something good. Let's talk about something what I think is not really good, is that this clip kind of becomes pretty big for the purpose of the knife. Anyway, I still keep it because I know titanium clips are quite well. It's not heavy, it's still light, but in general, like if you can live with a regular pocket clip, sorry, this is not a regular. This knife comes, maybe it's discontinuous already, maybe you still can find it for sale. This knife still comes with not so good pocket clip. You can call or email Benchmade, they will send you this clip for free, deep carry pocket clip. I still upgrade it, and I want to keep it, but to be honest, it's pretty big. It feels pretty big, like not necessarily that big for this knife. But what's good is that most of the Benchmade clips for different knives, they're interchangeable. So I don't have any other Benchmade knife, but if I do have in the future something like maybe a little bit bigger, I can put this clip on it and then put this one back if I want to. So that's good and bad for this specific knife, but anyway, quality is great. So if you want this clip, I can highly recommend it. And this is good. This is very good. That's what I wanted. I wanted a deep carry pocket clip for this knife, and you can see the profile of this clip. What's not good, and it's not the MXG fault, is that it is still like a bent pocket clip. So ideally for this big and bulky knife, I want maybe, again, not maybe, for sure it will be not a deep carry pocket clip, but it can be titanium pocket clip like a milled titanium pocket clip, which will be with the post here and the milled frame. So let me give you some examples what I'm talking about. So for example, yeah, this one, you've seen the knife on my channel before. It's CVV backlash, and I made it out of 3 knives. So this is a combination of 3 knives. 2 of this type. I took blade from one and ebony wood handles from the other. I combined them all together, and then I took this pocket clip from Wyvern knife. Why I took it? Because it's titanium, it's milled, it's not CVV, it's V knives, and that's those 3 grooves. That's like one of the parts of V knives logo. It matches the mounting posts. Those the spacing between those mounting posts is the same on Wyvern knife for just a regular clip as for the titanium clip for this one. And I put it here, and it doesn't kind of get to the surface of the blade a lot, but anyway, I don't carry this knife a lot. Just sometimes when I feel I want a nice and Damascus knife in my pocket. But that's what I'm talking about. This is the sample of titanium milled pocket clip, which I would ideally want to have for this knife as well, but I can't buy one at the moment. I've seen some reviews that some people had a custom made or really like a small batch made titanium clips for this knife somewhere. It looks great, that's what I want, but I cannot buy those things at the moment. I just can't find any spot to get them. And so ideally, let's put it this way, I don't want the clip just to be generic like this. Ideally, it should match the style. It should match either the style of the body of the knife or the backspacer. Something like this. Something like this would be ideal. So this is another knife. I didn't review it on my channel yet, and it will be done one day, of course. But as you see how nicely the overall clip kind of fits into the design of the knife. Same lines, maybe it's even curved, it has a fuller, it's kind of feels like it's integrated, no screws, so the screw is probably coming from the inside of the knife, that's fine. But this kind of look is really good, although of course you don't have deep carry capability with this type of clip. So ideally that's what I want, but it's not available right now for this knife. So anyway, I'm happy with this one. And on the last note for this quick review, on the durability of those clips in general, I have another titanium clip for my Spyderco knife, and I have this one for about 3 years, I should say, maybe even more. And as you see how it holds. I use this knife the most. I carry this knife almost every day, every other day for sure, in the pocket. I use it a lot for all utility tasks. It's in a good shape. I cleaned it recently and resharpened, but you see, the clip gets a little bit of discoloration on the sides, but in general, this bronze color, it's not the color, it's not the paint, it's anodization or whatever it's called, the process of applying the color. It holds quite well, so I'm expecting this to be true for this one, the black one. It will match any black Benchmade knife really well. This one, if I carry it for a while, it will get a little bit of discoloration in here, but in general I expect it to hold the color really well. So that's that's I guess the main point which I wanted to make today. That's probably the last one for if you consider getting something like this. They're not expensive, and again, towards the end of the review, I should just make myself clear. I highly recommend, and I really like those products, the clips. Got 2 of them. Maybe down the road, if I would need some replacement, I will definitely look forward of getting those myself. But talking back about deep carry versus not deep carry for this specific knife, and again, I like this knife. I actually met the designer himself on a plane one day. I was flying from San Paulo to Atlanta, back to Boston, and he was flying to Atlanta for a knife show a few years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago. So I met him, we talked a little bit, and of course I could not buy his knife. His knives are very expensive, but his design in terms of ZT implementation is quite interesting as well. So in this specific design of the knife, you see the lanyard hole is towards the, like it's lower than the mounting position for the clip, and that's what it's kind of matching with this clip. So you will get the line of your pocket like around here, and this lanyard would freely move with the high carry or whatever you call it clip, or with the titanium clip with the post. This will be the line of your pocket. With this is the line of your pocket, and pretty much this style of lanyard will be sticking out because it will hold it like this, which is maybe okay if you want to grab it by the lanyard like this when you pull it out of the pocket. Or maybe I will carry it a little bit more. I will see how it works. Maybe I would need to redo the style of a lanyard instead of this one just for looks. Kind of similar to this one, make it a little bit more functional like this. But again, that's another conversation which we'll have in the future. What do you think about lanyards? How you use them, how you like them? So far on those two knives, those are more like fancy knives. That's what it is. Lanyard hole is for lanyard, just for the looks rather than for the functionality. That's probably the last point in this quick review. Anyway, if you wanted to see how those MXG DR clips look like on the knives mounted, here they are. Here they are in comparison with some other knives and so on. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, specific details to be clarified, let me know. Bye.